Well, I'm wishing everyone Merry Christmas anyway, because I'll be on holidays after tonight until the 5th of January. So there won't be any streams for next couple of weeks. And like, I will be in Discord, like, casually. I will be trying to have actual holidays this Christmas. Like, I'm not going anywhere, but like, I just want to actually try to have a break this time. Last time I think I streamed up until like Christmas Eve, and then I worked on my best of Aprillic videos overnight until Christmas morning. I got like 2 hours sleep and woke up and then did Christmas, and it was a lot. And then I think I did a couple of days before New Year's maybe, so yeah. I also had a transport pod just land, but for some reason you're trying to talk, there is the sound in the background all the time. Is it only me? You could probably hear my air conditioner, or you're hearing the game. It's one of the two. If it's only when I'm talking, it'll be the air conditioner. It's really, really fucking hot, like today and tonight and stuff, and I've got it running a bit higher than usual. I also just had a shower, so I will probably turn it down at some point, so it should get better. Also, it could also be that I did clean my microphone last night. I may have accidentally bumped gain, so I'll keep an eye on that. Like, I am talking like pretty volume clearly and stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah. This is the last stream today. Yeah, last stream of the year today. I figured RimWorld would be an easy one. You know, I wanted to get in like a bit more RimWorld before the end of the year. To answer what we're building, we're getting to a point, as you can see, where Dryden here is really, really empty. And there's only like so many beds left. They're starting to like uninstall them, and we're putting down all these other beds and stuff, like flat beds. And we'll be transport podding over majority of what's left. We've got traders coming too, and I was probably going to turn some of the grow rooms into storage, like pseudo storage for the moment, just so I can count the food as well. And yeah, we need to build beds here like ASAP, because when the others are ready to come over, all these little white zoned areas, they're got to be built. So we got a lot. I don't know what was juddering. There's a wobble in the middle of my screen here. I don't know what that is. Can you guys see it? It wobbles near the generator about here. Watch. It's like everything just shudders in like a circle. It's amazing. I do have like a shit ton of programs open. Like way more than I would normally ever have when I'm streaming, because I'm kind of in like the middle of working on the best of Aprillic video. And I don't want to close out of it. If it crashes, it crashes. I have a save, but it's a lot easier to dabble with, you know, if it's still open and accessible and crap. So yeah, I guess the other thing too is also on Christmas morning, or Christmas morning for Australia, I guess Christmas Eve for everyone else. There'll be the cute Aprillic noises video, and there will also be the what do you call it? The best of Aprillic video, yeah. So there'll be some stuff to keep an eye out for. I also want them to start. I don't need this to be super doubled in, but we'll get work on it. Where is this cougar? It should be fine. A cricket's hunting it. A black cow should be okay. Oh yeah, the turrets. No, black cow's okay. Nice and easy. What else? Hope I can shower today. The heater broke on Saturday. You mean like the water heater? I guess you guys would be in winter. I was gonna say, I always feel like a little bit callous towards the situation of like cold water showers in winter and stuff, because like I don't intend to be, but like I come across a little bit like desensitized to the situation because like I had like my water heater broke for a year and a half across I technically had 3 winters. It broke down before winter and then it broke again. Well, it was still broken before I got it fixed the following winter, but it also broke the next winter, which is when I replaced it. So yeah, I've had that situation when there's like no hot water and you just take a bitchin'ly cold shower. Just cause yeah, the water heater broke. It's really old, so no hot water for me now. Get it replaced today. Oh yeah. I hope you get it replaced today. Well, hopefully it does. I don't really know what kind of temperatures you're getting. I don't know if you get snow, Abra, where you are. I don't, where I am. It gets cold, but it doesn't snow. It's still, like, I don't know. Australian houses are not, like, very well insulated, so when it is cold, it's cold. I'm gonna send a bunch of people over here to do mining and shit, too, because as soon as I do that, I'm gonna have everybody over here. So the reason why they haven't been building these is because I've been restricting how many blocks I'm using throughout the establishment and stuff. I also have been trying to enclose the internal pen, which I think we've got now. It's like a couple of parts I'll work on later, but I was mainly working on the outside bit, and I think we're otherwise good. Yeah, same. It's cold but no snow. Nice. Yeah, it's not as bad when you don't have, like, snow, but even if you get, like, close to snow temperatures, I'm sure it's uncomfortable. I have to do what here? Okay, my caravan's coming home. I've got 4 traders coming. Gotta keep Seal away from Luxembourg because one of them wants to cheat and they're married. Don't sell medical beds, bedrolls. That's true. I've got to send those over. I should just do a quick round robin on the transport pods before the day starts, I guess. I've got some things for them to build, and I'll just see what I can throw my other colony while I've got a moment. Yeah, the 4 traders that are coming. I'm a little bit concerned about that because I've really got them coming close to each other, and they don't like each other that much. So if this one's empty, can I throw all of the, well, not all of the recreational stuff, but a good amount of the recreational stuff? Like, I'm talking the shit that I'm obviously going to keep. I don't want the sandstone blocks. I want these. I don't want the animal box. I do want these. Some of them could be allocated, but I don't believe that they are. Silver small bookcase is going to weigh a bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I sort of want to get to a point where it's kind of cool enough in here that I'd rather put on a jumper for a little bit. Just because my house is so fucking hot. Like, it's been nasty hot all day. It's nighttime and it hasn't cooled down. And I have a lot to do tomorrow. I'd like the house to kind of be cool from the get-go. You know, if I can cool it overnight, it'll have a better chance of staying cool, kind of thing. I don't know if I've got the steel hospital bed set up to go yet. I don't expect that this stuff is allocated, but I'll just see what I can sneak into a pod. There's a good amount of shit. We'll go with that. Hey, Viking, what are you up to? I see you wagging your tail. I love your snow picture, by the way, Viking. I was questioning if there was a person in, like, the forefront of the image or not. It kind of looked like maybe, but it also could have been a rock. It also could have been a frozen person. There's another alternative. I figured that there was only, like, one midway through the thing. That was not ready yet. Step aside, Viking, giving Viking a Aprillic dinosaur bone. Hey, Count. How you doing? Nods wagging happily. Yeah. I figured there's a few interpretations of that. I just think it looks pretty cool. Like how all the snow's set. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't super hugely know like the truth about how snow looks and stuff, but it looks pretty legitimate. It looks like a normal sort of picture, so my brain doesn't say there's anything visually wrong with it, you know? The person in the middle, you can see legs and a sword. What? I'm gonna assume that that was in the wrong chat. It'd be funny if it wasn't. And it's like, I completely missed the context. Alright. There's only 2 pods in the whole base that are ready to send, which is great. Get those sent. I don't really think I came across any that were just plain empty. I think everything is set up to launch. We're pulling up the hospital beds. I've got to pull up the kitchen, but I think I can put those in a transport pod on the way out. Now, I do think we've got enough food here to hold my people over. Worst case scenario, I think I was going to set up a transport pod with some food here. I haven't done it yet, but my idea was that if I sent food to my caravan, they would have plenty of food. So I want to send about, well, that's as maximum as I can do it. So the concept is if the caravan stalls without like food, they'll have the option of food. The other thing I want to do, I haven't got to do it yet, and I just got to find a little spot in here, is I want to put at least a table in here. I just don't know where I want to put it. Maybe here? I was probably going to put like a nice stand, but I could probably put it here. My transport pod's arrived. So what I was looking at doing is I was going to make some really, really fancy shelves. Like silver or gold, I don't give a shit what. I have a fair bit of gold, but I think I'm allocating some of it for floors. I know that's going to like up my whole land thing, but it is going to make some places like prettier and shit with like less destroyable stuff. And I know that whenever I do stuff in silver, they have a lot more trouble destroying it. So I'm going to build a couple of shelves here. I think, where's the other one? Yeah, I don't know if that's the exact same. I think I want it on the opposite. Did I do it one to the same, or did I opposite? Opposite's good. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to build a couple of shelves that are going to hold on to some longevity foods that my people can just walk in and grab some food instead of constantly walking into the kitchens. That's the hope. So they've got to get it built first. I get a lot of animals. They'll be fine. We're going to be hearing that ping a fair bit too, because they are pulling up benches and shit. Speaking of, I know I'll have some chairs coming in. I have still got some plasteel. I kind of sort of can't wait until we're off the previous map, because I'm wondering if we're getting some issues from it, like we did with Quillen before we moved. The longer I stayed on the 1.3 map, the worse the game got, until I could move on to the 1.5. And I'm currently on a 1.5 and a 1.6 map, and I need to move them onto the 1.6. But anyway, I just threw my jumper on while I was doing that, because I'm like, I'm not really cold yet, but my hair's gotten cold. My hair's still wet. I like literally threw myself in the shower. I was rummaging through my cupboard and trying to clean it and stuff. I don't know. We kind of like clean it out every year, but we also get like these pest bugs every so often, so it's kind of good to just check everything. I had a couple of them like land on me. I don't know if they're alive or dead, but I don't know. A shower is going to be easier. So, if we're getting some bug meat and some stuff, they will eventually make the things in here. The other thing I got to make sure, I got to put stuff around too. That's another big thing, which means I've got to find stuff to put around. Like for instance, there's a pool table. Barely fit that. I guess we're going to get 2 of those in here. Actually, is there a second one here? Yeah, I thought so. I thought I sent 2. Okay, well let's get 2. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit the same amount of recreational room stuff, but I'm going to try. I'm going to have to move them by the look of it. If I was to put this over by 1, I don't think I could fit the 2. If I shoved it into the corner, I could probably sit most around it. Mind you, if there's nothing going on at the corner here, I could also just put it in this corner here and it wouldn't really be blocking too much. Have like 1 missing chair there. I'll find a home for this later. I want it to all fit in here. I've just got to find space, and we'll have to move some stuff around if that's the case. I'll move them into center. Just pause wagging happily. Oh, you get your stretches in, Viking. Oh, I feel like it's gonna be I was gonna say, I'm like, it's gonna be months till I see you. I'm like, it won't be, but like it's gonna feel like it, you know. Check that there too. I'm pretty sure there's 1 more game of board in here. There. I know I had another one. Okay. So I have 4 of those installed. I don't know if I'm gonna have sufficient recreation for my people, but I mean, I'm trying. Let's get another one of these set up. And it to be here. Are there more of them here yet? Get out of the way, Bikel. This isn't about you, mate. Okay, he's out of the way. 1 more. Sweet. Okay, if I have 1 more in that. They're down like by 2, so it's about here. Alright. You get a few of those installed, get the billiards thing. What is this? Silver small bookcase. True, I do have to shove that in here somewhere. I could put it on the end of these and not necessarily like shoved up against it. I think it would slow them down, but I mean, if they're coming in here to do recreation, they're not really going anywhere pretty fast, are they? Get out of the way, little Arlene. I've got a couple more. I got about 4 of them, which is good. I can see 4 free available, which is great because I have some spots for that. Although I do want to put like bookcases also like around people's bedrooms and shit as well if I can. We got a marble table. I don't think we're going to be using that. No. Maybe in the prison. Hold on. I've got 1. I could double stack it. Also, I think I'm supposed to be moving all these rooms up by 1. I'm gonna have to look at I'm gonna have to look at the layout of this again. It looks like it's only up by 1. Hold on. Give me a block so I can have a look for a second. That's up by 1. That's down by 1. They're equal. I must have had to have moved the pillars downwards before. Either way, I'm okay with that if I'm just moving something downwards. Okay. And I made that all prison hospital as well. I haven't really got it into like the shape and shit that I want it to be in yet, but it's fine, we're working on it. Speaking of, there's a couple of patches of floor I missed, which were probably previously covered. Okay, what else? So I need to send out smaller caravans from Dryden. But I also want to send out one big caravan with a lot of food on it. Which means... So I do want to harvest these grow rooms. And I do want them to not replant it. All of them are set to like, don't replant. But I kind of want to set this as like a storage. Which is really kind of frustrating at the moment because I do want them to harvest some of this stuff, but I really want them to bring this stuff inside for a minute. Which I might do because this one's got... I don't know. I need you guys to get rid of this grow room. Coming in to do harvesting a potato plant. Well, if I get rid of this, then you won't do that. It's basically like no plants along the back that I want. It's gonna lose that whole bottom section there. It's fine. There's only like a couple of adult plants in here. He's basically working on them right now. Expand this. I want this whole area to say that I don't want stuff in this area. Because hopefully it will force them to move it. Like, there should be somebody to come and grab that. This one still has some active strawberries. All I was thinking is, if I can get the people to move the shit out of here, right, without even harvesting it, actually, I can always open it up to my animals afterwards. And that way, I can count all of this stuff technically as storage. It's outdoors, but it is counting as storage. They're just going to take it inside. Alright. Increase some stuff. I'd love to be able to put a little storage box up there because they're getting a lot of wood and crap. Like, there is a good amount of wood up here. Okay. That one, the rice, the corn can stay for the moment. They're still bringing those in. These areas, I think they've stopped sowing. Yeah, they've stopped sowing those recently. I don't think they'll grow. Might as well. I don't know if I want to take them. Honestly, I could send them. Viper's confused. That's okay, mate. Alright. So the reason why I don't feel like keeping the growth spaces is because I'm not going to harvest it. But I do want the resources that are in it, or are able to sell the resources that are in it potentially for money. If they decide to take it with them, then we have extra food, obviously. If they don't, I can always just open up a couple of these rooms, like, you know, kind of let the animals in to eat it and stuff. Obviously, there'll be some areas that are still actually bringing some in, and that's great. This room's not really doing much. I'm not going to worry about that. That one's basically harvestable. That one's not. They look like they're starting to harvest stuff out of here, but there's like so little in here. I'm not worried. You guys are harvesting the shit out of the fucking plants, aren't yous? It's a shame you just won't bring it inside. I can see what happened to this tile now, actually. Can I get you guys to stop doing this, please? Yeah, I think the massive amount of wood is not helping anything right now. I need you guys to leave the trees alone, guys. I know it's probably too late for that. You've already harvested so much, but it is crippling it. We're not doing anything. I didn't see you were doing anything, Shadow. What are you up to? Oh, there's guinea pigs and everything. I just don't know if they're mine. Yeah, I think by the look of what I just saw going around my map, there is a fuck ton of wood just casually out on the ground on top of the crops, which I don't even think I can get everything. There's a lot of stuff on the ground at the moment, and it's absolutely ripping the game a new one. Yeah, what are you doing? There's guinea pigs to steal shadow. Do you know that? Actually, if I steal them, they'll probably just get eaten, to be fair. I should just hunt them all. I'd like to take a couple of these creamy looking ones, but to be fair, they're probably on autocull. I've got to go to the outskirts of towns for a doctor's appointment. Oh yeah, sounds like a bit of a journey and a half. It's nice you get a chance to like drop in on like last stream of the year though. It's pretty cool. I just kind of like every so often sort of remember that that it is like the last stream of the year. And then yeah, it's next year next. I don't think we've got any more leathers to make more stuff with. Hold on. I sort of don't have enough to make any more of these. So whatever they've got's whatever they got. It's the guinea pig. The guinea, not the pig. Terrible. I'm happy I caught you. Yeah. Well, I've been working on stuff throughout today. I've been working on the cute Aprillic noises video. I've been working on the best of Aprillic video and stuff as well. Been up and about organizing myself. It's been good. Tummy squeeze. I will tummy squeeze. Oh man. Yeah, we're having a bit of a crunch at the minute. I have a shit ton of stuff open that I can't close in the background. And yeah. It's having a bit of a struggle with it. For anybody that might be new in, RimWorld for me it's not normally this bad. I can at least like guarantee that I have a lot of stuff that I've been video editing in the background and I didn't close out of it before I started stream because I can't close out of it. And yeah, I usually don't have a lot of stuff open because like between streaming and between, you know, the PNG tuber and whatever else, the game and stuff, like there's a lot for my computer to process, and apparently having a bunch of video editing software open in the background is something I shouldn't have open. We know that now. It doesn't mean I'm going to remember it next time, I'll tell you that much. But we'll see if shit gets better. If not, I go till 9, it's fine. Hydrate, I will. Hold on a second. Is that hello, adorable? Hey, Simon, welcome in. Alright. And that stretch, too. Ugh. I sort of needed that stretch, but I didn't do a good one. I also changed over my mouse mat, actually, last night. I just kind of remembered, I looked down and I realised that I've got my purple Aprillic mouse mat down now. I also don't know if, because of the way PayPal's fucking around, I don't know if I'll be able to keep the merch store open as well, because they're closing down the way that I had the PayPal and shit connected to it before. So yeah, I guess if you guys wanted to get shit from it, probably now's your chance. I couldn't guarantee when the next time I'd have it available is. It keeps telling me that the method of PayPal will be discontinued soon, so yeah. Either way, I have like I have my 3 base mouse mats, so they're pretty nice. They're huge. There's pictures on Instagram. But yeah, I've got the purple one out finally. It's pretty cool. I've sort of been using the last one, the blonde one, for like ages. My dress works with hat. Yeah, it's just the alternative avatar, the Kitty Venus one, doesn't work with the Christmas stuff. That's it. Because Kelly Venus, my avatar, for anybody that's new in, her name's Kelly Venus, and she's got pierced ears, but her alternate form, Kitty Venus, does not. So it's not compatible with all the Christmas stuff. I will white dress. Hold on. There we go. Very Christmassy. I feel like it's way more Christmassy. Don't know. Let's go with not animal beds. That's not my point exactly. Yeah, I know. I want to try to find a few more nice statues. They also have more electric stoves and shit. I gotta get those installed as well around the place. What else have I got to do? That's probably not quite where I want to put it. I'm keeping these pretty well spaced out and sort of seeing how that rolls with them. They're processing the food pretty good, so that's nice. Where else? Was there another one? Yes? No? No? Okay, that must have been the last bench that I sent over. I have more coming, but that's enough for now. Hospital beds. Yeah, I thought so. I still haven't installed all of my fucking hospital beds. I only have one hospital up at the moment, which is criminal, honestly. Because if my people have like a decent attack, they're going to be rightly fucked. I have such a small hospital going at the minute. You know? What about there? I'll try to circle it back around here because I've got to kind of like cram a bunch of these beds in as best I can into the space. So, yeah, I've got like a couple of traders coming over at Dryden. Oh, that's not quite where I want that. Got a couple of traders coming. I'm hoping to sell a heap of shit over there. I need to get a couple of caravans out. I'm trying to get a bunch of bedrooms and shit built here, preferably before my colony comes over. And I gotta start sending everybody outside so that they can leave. I swear, as soon as I